Hi, this is Patty Hankins with BeautifulFlowerPictures.com, and I just love taking pictures of flowers and other scenes in nature and sharing the beauty of nature with others. One of the questions I get asked all of the time is, how do I get my photos to look the way they do? Well, part of the answer is the time of day and type of light that I use to photograph them. You know, I really do prefer to photograph flowers early in the day. And this isn't just because I'm a morning person, even though I am up usually before 6 a.m. But the reason I like the light in the morning is that when the sun is low on the horizon, the light is softer, the colors seem more intense, and it's easier to capture all the amazing details of nature in my photographs. By contrast, in the middle of the day, when the sun is overhead, colors seem flatter, you have to contend with the harsh shadows and the bright highlights, so that's why I really like morning light, is the softer colors and the ability to capture all those beautiful details. Another advantage to photographing early in the day is that I can often photograph the flowers still covered with the morning dew. I love the way the beads of water can look along the delicate edges of the flowers. I know that some people are able to recreate the look of morning dew by spraying the flowers with water, but most botanical gardens don't allow you to spray anything on their flowers, and at least to me, it doesn't look as realistic as natural morning dew, so I do photograph my flowers with the morning dew early in the day. In addition to the wonderful morning light and the opportunity to capture the morning dew, there are a few other reasons I like to photograph early in the mornings. First of all, it's cooler and often a whole lot less humid than it is later in the day, and I don't know about you, but I prefer the cooler weather. Second of all, since most people aren't out photographing early in the day, the botanical gardens and the hiking trails are much less crowded. And when it's less crowded, it's much easier for me to set up and use my tripod without having to worry about getting in other people's way and spoiling their enjoyment of the flowers. And finally, I'm usually done photographing by mid to late morning, and I know where most of the good coffee shops are in my area, so by the time I'm done photographing, rush hour is over, and it's quieter at the coffee shops as well, so I can stop in for a nice cup of coffee on my way home. If you don't usually photograph early in the day, can I suggest that you give it a try? You may find you like photographing in the early morning light as much as I do, and you may find that it helps you take flower photographs that you've always dreamed of being able to take. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can see it at my BeautifulFlowerPictures.com website, where you can also pick up your free Moment of Beauty gift pack. And while you're on my website, you can find information about upcoming workshops. And remember, you don't need a fancy camera to attend one of my workshops or take great photos. Until then, have fun photographing the beauty of nature and sharing that beauty with others.